Hello there, adventurers. It's your story weaver, Alexei, and welcome back to episode 10 of our Daggerheart campaign, Syndicate 6. Woo! Now, a special shout out to Michael Gelfi, Kevin MacLeod, Everhome Records, Valkyrian, Score Wizard, and Tabletop RPG for the music that will be used in this session. If you wish to catch up with our campaign, we have our latest VOD currently available on our YouTube channel. You can find the link down below. But if you're subscribed, you can see it right now here on Twitch, like always. As for announcements, sorry, Asnik, once again, but we won't be having cartographer study this week. Unfortunately, our guildmaster and lore keepers won't be home, so no maps this Saturday. Now, our main announcement for this week. Bring your pride flags and be proud. And if you are an ally, obviously bring the support and joy because we will have a very, very special stream. As you know, if you follow our social media, we will run a special Pride one-shot and we will have a lot of very special guests. Fantastic digital lesbians, yes, you heard it right, that string of words exists, is the name of our Thirsty Swords Lesbians one-shot, which is another string of words that also exists. Run by our first guest GM, Modesty Rosa, a very, very amazing person. And with the players, Barda Cat from Bardos de Mondego, Tessa Correia from Teatro à Espada, Eva Tavares, Ana Cielzart, Artur, and our videomancer, Egan. This Sunday, June 28th at 9:30 p.m. GMT. So do not dare miss it, especially those of you that are lesbians or like lesbians or anything in between and just want to show support, show up. Now, our daily reminder, you can submit your artwork in the Guild's Discord server to be featured in our gallery that you can see during the breaks of every stream. So please do share your art. We love it. We want to see more of it. And yeah. Remember, no AI art will be featured. It's never featured. We don't condone it. You know, it's the same message all over again. Just support your fellow humans. Be a cool person. And don't be a chud. Easy as that. Don't forget, you can listen to this campaign and all our other games on our Spotify or any other platform linked down below. And now, which you have all been waiting for, let's open another page of the Book of Elleran.
Hello.
Hey yo, who's ready for a Kahoot?
Not me.
You need to share the screen, brother.
Yeah, I know.
This is going to be
Somebody has a rocket up
Oh
their
shit,
ass
I need my
today.
phone.
Chill.
right.
Oh
I need
shit,
to
I need
host
to
this
I need to get
first
something.
because if I have everything open at the same time, no GM for you today because I'm going to literally die of overheating with this PC. Now, if I... Here we go. Fantastic. And I'm going to share full screen. Start. Share, share, share. Share, share, share. Share, share, share. Share, share, share. Share, 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 share. All right, coda's in the screen.
Okay, let me just show the
Let me
screen
just-
to you.
Let me
There we go.
smash, Becky. Let me
Let
smash.
me smash, Becky.
Let me smash, Becky.
Let me smash. All right. We got
Why am I
L'Oreal.
why am I a penguin? The
Yes.
fuck?
It's a good question. Why are you a penguin? Some lazy board. Ah. El ratón. I wonder who that is. And we are missing our big
Careful.
carrot.
Why is there no rat in the characters? That's insane.
Giant carrot. There you go.
I'll just go with something else. I can be. Sure. That's a
The
rat, right?
closest. That's the closest to a rodent you're gonna get. So.
Yeah.
All right, everybody ready?
Very what it is.
Everybody ready?
Let's go. Fuck, no.
Let's get started. What? What?
Why did it leave? I'm there, but I'm not. That's weird.
Oh
No.
shit,
Okay.
we're gonna have 2 J's now.
No.
Resume.
No, okay.
Oh, wait,
Resume
wait,
as
wait.
Okay, it's
Desmond. I'm here. Don't worry, guys.
Okay.
Let's
I
go.
did it right.
Let's get this started before anyone else accidentally creates a clone of themselves.
Oh, please no.
Kahoot.
Kahoot.
Kahoot no
All
joke.
right. Session 9 recap. 3, 2, 1. What was the name of the elven nobleman that exited the carriage? Aradan Irindil, Arden Lothar, Kieran Lothar Irindil, or Aradan Lothar?
I can't recall, guys. I'm not gonna get this one right.
No, this one I'm going. Yep.
Nobody got
I-
the first one.
You know why?
Yay.
You know why? Because you were talking about him, and I was gonna ask you to say it and type it so that I could write his name. But you never typed it, so I never wrote his name. So please don't change the question so I take my notes.
For me, it was either one of.
I'll take a
For me, it
print.
was either one of those.
notes!
I'll take a print,
Don't
Joe.
change the. Oh my fucking god!
Wow.
There you go.
Excuses.
I'll give you everything in written form. Don't worry. I'm always at your at your disposal. Just ask.
Give us your notes as well, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
This
Next
Please?
question.
double points. Oh shit.
Double points. What was the nabad that the Lord was using? For those of you that
Ooh.
remember, the nabad is the adornment native
Ah,
to
shit.
elven culture.
Dude, I swear,
Aeon
I'm getting
Nabad,
zero this
I think
time.
I
Dermot
did- yeah, I
Nabad,
think
a
I picked-
Phalgus
yeah,
Nabad,
shit, I picked
or
the
a
wrong one.
Crefid
No!
Nabad.
Oh!
It was a
was gonna-
Crefid
I'm happy.
Nabad.
I'm happy.
Uh,
I'm happy.
I looked at it and I was like, I think it's
yes.
the last one, and I managed to pick
Did you
the
got it right
first
as
one
well?
instead.
I did.
Let's go.
All right, by 4 points, we got L'Oreal in the front. All right, you should be
Not
able
the
to
right
start
names.
putting
Count.
points on the board with the next questions.
Lord.
What was the deity that the envoy followed? Gahalma, Oramia, Yeradan, or Seviera?
I like the picture.
Thank you.
If I don't get max shit on this, I will. I don't.
Let's go.
We got 6? How is there 6
Damn.
options? Who's the
The speed at which
I'm just
I
that
picked this
good.
shit.
I'm just that good. Los ratones.
I
All
will
right,
cry.
we got some points on the board.
God damn.
All right, let's see. True or false? The party talked to Dry to get the agenda for the new day. Fala daí, chefe.
I swear I do not remember.
Me neither.
I think I did.
I think
right,
I know, but I'm not 100%.
sure
I
if
don't
you're.
think you ended up talking with him.
Mm,
No, I don't think we did.
You wanted to,
That's
but I
why.
don't think you ended up
That's
doing.
why we.
Yeah.
That's why we went
Y'all-
with.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The whole issue is that Dry never answered the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, hold
the
on.
number
The
you tried to
question,
call.
the question is very badly written for me. This one, because like the party.
No,
talked to
you're
Dry
just
to get
dumb.
The agenda for the new day. We
Oh.
did get the agenda for the new day,
Jesus
but
Christ!
we did not manage to re-talk to him. Okay, but we did talk the
Yeah,
first
like
time.
the question is, the thing is, the party talked. We didn't, so it's false.
Yeah. We wanted to, but we never did.
You still didn't get the agenda regardless.
No, because I agree to disagree. I'm not gonna agree with this one.
Sore losers. Next question. What was Heli's real name? Heliana Farouche, Helian Iripawa, Heliana Varan, or Hellas Van Dyke?
I need a clip of this. I cannot get this one wrong.
I got it wrong. I'm certain I got it wrong.
I am on a
I got it
roll.
wrong.
Let's
It was
go.
Helian Iripawa. Yes. All right.
Yeah, it's your
Let's see
moment.
if you're gonna get enough
shit,
with
don't
double
jinx it,
points,
motherfucker.
where are they to meet with Heli's contact? At the southern
Ah,
docks, at the
shit.
northern docks, at the eastern
Gosh.
docks, or at the western
Dude,
docks?
So fast as they
No fucking idea.
Yes.
Ah!
It was the southern.
Damn it!
Control yourself.
It's when I
leave
try to
the
guess shit that I
sound.
get it.
This is propagating. It was indeed the southern docks. Yes, yes, yes.
God damn it.
For Kato.
Still,
All right.
I'm still there. I'm still there.
Last opportunity for a big upset. What did Albus do to the third cut's Grunar after his meeting with Heli? Followed him while invisible, turned into a bird to follow him, jumped into his boot in the form of a mouse, or turned to a spider and hid in his clothes.
I didn't remember.
It was a mouse.
I actually remembered this one.
I was clearly the only person that didn't remember.
They were all wrong. I did not jump into his boot. I jumped into his pocket. So they were all wrong technically.
He did, but it was the only one who said mouse, so I clicked the only
Yeah,
one with mouse.
yeah. Anyone?
They were all wrong though. They were all wrong.
Oh my
I saw the VOD.
And it was wrong.
Regardless, Mr. Lorenthus, here's the evidence, Judge.
Who's
That
the
is
brain?
wrong. What? I hate it. It has a ew.
I'm gonna change to the other screen.
Why does it have a pacifier? Ew. Why does it have a
It's a-
pacifier?
It's a baby brain. It's a baby
I
brain.
was about to say baby no pacifier. Baby no mula. All right.
I didn't land last, and I called that an improvement. Thank you, thank
I was distracted by my dinner.
There we go. All right. All right, all right, all right.
Alright, baby.
With this, let's get back to our story here. As everyone was helped by Heli to escape through the trap door in her room, as she also muffled the fall with her ability to control water, everyone is now under the house, swimming through the stakes and the pillars and the columns that are holding up this this kind of makeshift barrack at the end of this at the edge of this part of town. As you are swimming, you hear the creaking noises up above of this makeshift wooden bridge that connects the house, the barrack, to the city proper, to mainland. And you kind of look around, take account, and realize that some of you know that Albus isn't there, as he is now hidden in Grunar's clothing. Some of you are a little bit concerned with the lack of an elderly man here amongst you, as some of you instinctively look down in the water, just under the water. Okay, there's no floating dead body of an old man. Cool. But
As I lost my
with
old man.
that, but with that,
There's also
Ari,
no whale.
is music playing? Because there is some.
I sent you a message asking, do you want me to play or do you click play? Because we're
Why
doing
wouldn't if we're all? I already clicked play. If I clicked play, then
nothing
it's
played.
playing.
That's why I was asking.
But it did have a thing of like a flare of music. I was like, I thought you turned it off.
No,
Okay.
I clicked on it by mistake.
If I start
and then it started
speaking in
playing.
narration, let it play.
Sure thing, brother. There we go.
So, what do you guys do?
I'm looking for my old man. Where is Albus?
Yeah, I just go.
Didn't she turned to us last session? She turned to us and went like, "Your guy, it's there."
Oh yeah,
like,
we did. Yeah, he does that sometimes. Yeah.
So now I mean, where did we exit it? Like where?
Oh, through a tunnel.
No, yes, no, but where
It's a
are?
trapdoor. You're in the water. You're swimming right now.
Okay.
I'm swimming in full plate. Great.
You can do this.
Some swim, some swing.
Can I easily like perceive where we could swim to so that we can leave wherever we are?
Yeah, that's easily done. You kind of spot this section of the coast of this edge of town where the pillars of the bridge connect and every other makeshift barrack that is of the same style as Heli's in these surroundings connect to the edge. There is this kind of like section of like muddy, wet, sandy like terrain right where the water hits. So you can swim underneath the bridge right at the shadow, underneath the shadow, so you're pretty much covered. And you hear the creeks stop for a bit, and you remember that Heli did say that he likes to hang around for a bit before going. He lingers on the outside, at the outside of the house first, before committing to whatever other business he might have. But with that, Daeric, you start swimming, kind of directing your...
I'm gonna signal everyone else to follow me. I'm just gonna swim that path, and when we get to the edge, I will signal everyone to stop and wait to see if there is any sign of him before we actually leave the water.
All right. You swim, the party follows you, everyone kind of trying to keep a pace. I'm going to ask Lorenthus here to... Let's see. Control, hide, yeah, this would technically be... I'm going to ask you to make me a finesse check with disadvantage. The rest of you, you have cover. You will be making a finesse check with advantage.
Remind me how
actually,
we roll with
yeah.
advantage?
Add a d6.
Okay.
You rolled a crit.
Who the hell rolled a crit?
Those, not of
He
course.
rolled 2 10s.
Aaron!
2 10s.
Oh my god!
God.
I almost got the same as him because I got a 9 and a 10. That was very close.
Humor me. Add the or subtract the d6.
I subtracted d6, okay. It was a 3.
3. Okay, so that's 20, 17 plus whatever you'd have. So wait, what would be your finesse?
I don't have any finesse. I'm at 0 finesse.
So 0? Okay, so
Yes.
it'll be a straight 13.
Bro, is not Bruno Mars.
A straight 13 crit.
Question: could
13?
I
Yes.
add?
No, 7. It was a 20. 20 total.
Minus the 3.
Yeah, 17.
17.
I thought you said 13 for some reason. I'm like, huh?
No,
13?
no, no.
What kind
no,
of
no,
math
no,
is
no,
that?
God, no. God, no. I had like a 3 in math, but not that. It wasn't that bad.
Vibes.
I was gonna ask if I could add sharp mind, sharp body to mine.
Yes, you can. So spend a hope and add that experience.
20 with fear for me.
All right. So, as
Joe.
all of
Wait, let me just process that I rolled with fear again.
what number are you about to? Ooh, I don't like
Erin?
Aries.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
my
let me do math. Let me do math. It's not as bad.
Not on stream. Not
I
on
rolled-
stream.
Look, let me do math. It's a 15 total, but I rolled without, like, if I didn't have the advantage, it was gonna be a 9.
And she rolled with fear. She rolled a 1 on the hope die.
Some things never.
Her dice are not very hopeful.
Okay.
Her dice. It's
Never.
her problem. She's not hopeful. Not the dice.
Okay. So
It's a
that's a
15
15
with
with fear. That's a 17, but crit. So it's a crit regardless. Even if it's a 17, still a crit. So if you have any stress, you clear that. And clear that one. If you have a stress to clear, you clear it. If you have a hope to add, you add it. Keahi,
20 with fear.
20 with fear. Tsubaki,
18 with fear.
and
So much fear.
with that, I actually have my counter. Let's say I'm comfortable. But moving on.
Was literally hoarding all the fear.
Fortunately for you, I have a limit. And it's constantly full.
Broke all the giveaways.
Gee, I wonder
No.
what. Wait, let me. I wonder
Gee,
why.
I wonder why
right?
half of the party rolling with fear.
The major culprit is right below me. Right, love?
Oh, shut the fuck up, you bastard.
I mean, unless your love is Jay, but I'm
No,
I'm
I
looking
mean
at the
on
video ninja.
stream.
No, it's not the overlay. I'm
On stream, Joe is right below me.
I don't have the stream. I don't have the
Yike.
stream open.
You burger is
Look,
Daniel,
I
there's
haven't
the
been
modish.
rolling that much.
But when you do, it's all the shit.
Sounds like
But
your problem.
with that, Jay, or should I say Albus?
Yo.
Old man. I want to ask, what are you doing as Grunar is walking through the bridge at a slower pace than you were expecting, and then like oddly stopping sometimes? Just kind of lingering there?
I am totally peeking out just to make sure I know the way back. Sure. And the way in, if I want to. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just surveying, memorizing the way. Is there something that I spot that is kind of weird in any way?
From the outside, let's see. I mean, besides the fact that there is a good party of let's say a good chunk of, give or take, 8 to 10 Goliaths waiting at the edge of the bridge.
A good party, but like how are they dressed? Are they dressed like Gunnar?
More or less. Some of them look to be almost like butchers that forgot to clock out. So you see, like leather aprons. Some of them have butcher's knives and sheaths at their hilts. Hilts, what the fuck? At their waists. And others kind of seem a little bit more like your regular, like rough and tumble, thugs, if you will. Grunar himself, you know, although he blends in quite well with them, he could also be mistaken by someone else of let's say a different stature or a different
maybe.
Yeah, of a
Like
different
they look
interest.
more like goons. He looks a bit more refined, if possible. Inside, possible.
If you could put it, yeah, if you could put it that way, sure, yeah. Like they would look like more like his goons, if anything. But yeah, he kind of like has this weird pause, step pause.
Step pause. So he's pausing as he walks.
Yeah, he kind of like walks, stops, looks around,
Okay, he's trying to see if he's being tracked or not. Probably if he's being followed.
Leans on kind of like the from your experience, just overall living life, and especially from your druidic experience, it is very similar to how certain predators, and I do mean predators, not prey, as they usually are the ones that hunt. They still have their instincts. Their these instincts that keep them alive, keep them always on edge. It's also the reason why they survive for as long as they do, and it's very animalistic in the way that he steps, and then he kind of like remembers, almost like that, like he's a person, and then he kind of goes into that vessel of common sense, and then instead of looking like a cornered animal and making sure no one's following him, it just blinks it off and just leans on the rails of the bridge, kind of looking out on the horizon, looking out at the water. Looks down. Water's behaving weird today. There must be a cross current. As the scene pans out underneath the bridge, Lorenthus, you have this bubbling, and then you hear at the back of your voice, "Clench your ass cheeks, boy. Come on, push and pull. That's it." And you kind of like find a good rhythm where the water
Wait,
doesn't splash awkwardly against your plate, and it doesn't weigh you down as much, even though the extra weight definitely should be killing you by now, just drowning you under the water. But you are, pushing through. You see Daeric in front of you, kind of like very nimbly going through the water. Keahi as well, but almost kind of like following the waves, kind of like picking up. There's like, he's feeling a wave, and he kind of like, and then he does the movement. Another waves come, and then he kind of like not adding any extra splashes. He's like one with the water, basically. And then you have
Wild to come
Tsubaki.
from the fire guy.
Elements guy,
Secretly
specialized
he's the
in fire.
waterbender.
I used to drown him in this practice.
That's how you learn how to swim.
Well, but just
Honestly-
waterboard, just
I was
waterboarding.
Honestly, I will
That
say
is
this.
very Albus
It was-
practice.
Honestly, I'll say this. 100% it was Albus that taught Keahi how to swim.
bro, I just pictured Albus like a high school bully, just turning Keahi over and
But-
just
but-
dumping him in the toilet.
But Albus would totally be like, how can you not swim? It's so easy. It turns into a frog.
What? Whoa.
Whoa!
Not even a fish, just a frog, to show like, hey, I have
Frig.
limbs. I can do
Whims.
this.
See?
And then behind them, we have someone that is purely just powering through with a sheer force of athleticism. Tsubaki just. And as you all get to that muddy, kind of like wet sand part underneath the docks here, or underneath the deck, I should say. Albus, you see Grenar kind of lean a little bit closer, starts leaning more over the rail, looks to the left, looks to the right. Looks towards his towards his goons, if you will, and just nods. One of them notices, kind of pats the others, like, get up. They start going, and he just finally actually goes into a pace, leaves the bridge proper, and is now on land, making distance. At this point, Albus, you're now in the plaza, and the rest of the party, you have made it to that quote-unquote dry land. So, Albus, as you're making quite a distance right now from your party, what are you doing? What do you plan to do?
I'm gonna do what I've been doing. I'm just gonna be on his pocket and see where he goes.
Okay.
I wanna hear.
Now-
I wanna see the meet and greet.
Okay. Now, as you are committing to this espionage, as someone that is a little bit more intimate or intimately close with his clothing, what do you notice from him that makes him stand out from the rest of the Goliaths?
I noticed that he has trinkets, but these trinkets don't make sense because they don't seem stylized, because they don't match with each other. They seem like they were taken from people.
Okay.
It looks like he stole from an emo guy, from a butterfly Twitter girl, from a Batu,
Okay.
from a,
So completely disconnected little trinkets or parts of, accessories or something greater from other people that clearly differ from his base style. And as you take note of that, he sometimes absent-mindedly kind of like grabs one of those trinkets and, almost like a rosary, starts kind of like touching them, going through like rubbing certain parts. Like if there's like a bead on one of the trinkets, he kind of like plays with the bead, rolls it in his fingers, almost like a fidget toy. But in his hands, it's weird. They're huge. This contrast makes it look a little bit more unusual. Like there's some sort of weird, perverse, wrong connection that he has with these trinkets. Daeric.
Yes.
As you are the first one to make it to land, as the rest follows, what do you plan to do? Or what does the party plan to do, if anyone else has any specific things that you want to pursue?
We don't have a place to reunite with Albus, do we?
Usually he does his own thing before he comes back to us. Usually finds this way, but right now,
Yeah, but we usually have like a inn or a tent or
Yes.
a person, and we don't have any of that.
well, I mean, he did hear Helly saying that the person we're supposed to meet, he's at the southern docks, so I guess he'll make his way there eventually.
Should we go
Hope so.
there right now?
It's the best option that we have, I'd say.
Okay, maybe it's a good idea to not show up drenched. So, Keahi, if you want to try our clothes, that would be really nice.
Sorry, it's the Keahi.
It was a bit loyal.
Keahi.
And
Rain dance,
the,
everybody.
Aluahu,
Keahi.
or whatever. That Hawaiian party starting.
Ke-
Yeah, he's just, you know,
Keahi.
okay. He starts to just like rub his hands, and there's these big burst of flames on his palms. Like, come on, get close. And he's moving close to the.
Actually,
to,
before I
yeah,
do that,
yeah.
I take the metal stuff out. Because heat and metal is not cool.
I cast
No,
heat metal.
No,
Good.
You do
good
that.
thinking.
You do that. There's like a burst of water that comes out of the armor. It almost like puts down my flames. I'm like, ugh. Let's try again. Okay, not perfect.
Bro, if I still had water on the armor, I'd just be like a pressure cooker.
Would you be swimming? Would that be considered swimming if you if there's
Lorenthus tea.
What the no!
Every time there is. I was gonna say that. Sorry.
Lorenthus is literally daqueles boiões, the
The
distance
camels.
ones, you know, the ones that you see, like the bright orange ones that are just
I'm just
constantly.
I'm basically just asking the party, like, come on, run around, just so, yeah, just turn around.
Run
yeah,
around.
I like that. Run around, turn around.
Derek is doing like pirouettes,
Every
Yes.
now and then I
Slow
get a
pirouettes.
bit of
Okay, you're
love.
done, Daeric. You can go.
like a rotisserie chicken.
yep. 2, come here.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. Careful with your hair because you have long hair. Careful. Now turn to Lorenthus. Same thing. Careful with the hair.
You dry my hair, I just do the.
I think like these two should try like a curly hair routine to see if they actually land curly.
Honestly,
I mean, with the salt water
Lorenthus
here,
and Tsubaki with the rolls.
Dude, screw the bitch party. Give me a hair salon session.
Oh my god, yeah, like let's get a hair salon session.
Yes.
Lorenthus could
parties get
100%
taverns.
do Tsubaki's braid.
I don't know.
Some parties get taverns, some parties get aesthetic salons.
So Tsubaki would 100% not let Lorenthus do her braid.
100%.
We'll get there.
Oh my
We'll get there,
God.
okay?
Last one. I do the same with Halfdann. I will assume he is with us. Yeah. And I'm going to add like that
No, the
little
wet
extra
dog.
flavor.
Half
The
of
wet
it
dog.
isn't with you. He's
We
still.
went to
Damn it.
grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Then there's just like once you are all dried up, I'm like, okay. I drop the flames. There's like this circle of flames around me for like a couple of seconds. Flames down. Okay, I'm done.
A microwave ping is heard in distance. But with that, you're all dried. You don't look as.
We're all dry.
You don't look like water hobos. So as you are now in the actual city, chasing this this lead, if you will, Albus, you kind of have this, patience that you've always had. And no matter the situation, you've learned with nature that patience is one of the biggest virtues that a person could have. No, not a person. A being could have. Patience is something that helps you a lot in life. In the most meaningless situations, as well as in the most important ones. However, in this specific moment, you are feeling way, how should I say this? Way too uncomfortable to even want to practice that virtue. The more time you spend on this person's body, essentially, the more dread starts seeping in. It's like the body of the mouse that you're taking shape in instinctively feels this. Your hair starts standing up and stay there. You feel the twitching in your small fingers, your small little paws, your tail, your ears. It's like you're cold, but the temperature hasn't dropped yet. And with that, as you're kind of like going through those notions in your mind, you suddenly feel a stop as you peek out once again,
Squeak.
and
What the
you see what seems to be an old fish workers what's it called, kind of like this section that was once like a fish processing station. It's like a large, almost warehouse type a type of a building near the water, especially near the docks as well. And you feel this smell, and it's intense. It's kind of like get out a little bit, look, and you see this giant fish all cut up, just hanging from a hook. Dried blood underneath it, just like a stain. You see the doors to the warehouse open up. Some of the goons stay. Some of the goons come in with Grunar himself. It's dark at first, but your eyes instantly get used to this lack of light. You're a small creature. You're an animal. You're not a regular person that isn't used to living in lack of light. And you start noticing these boxes. Some of them large. Some of them a little bit smaller, medium-sized. And the farther in you go, the more of those boxes you see. Crates. You see markings on them. Some of them different. Most of them the same. A hook. Stylized. The leg stops again abruptly as you hold on to the pocket. And you see this lonesome light in the middle of this kind of like open atrium. A table in the middle. There's meat, fresh meat, on top of it, being processed. Chop! As a butcher's cleaver smacks into bone, and you just see this patient hand, the virtue that you want to practice, but your body's telling you not to. Slowly take the cleaver and just take it off the bone. Slam! Part of the meat goes flying and a bone just rolls right beneath you at the feet of Grunar. As you look over, a man with black leather pants, boots, It seems to be a like raw white tunic and this stained leather apron. Grunar, did your business go well today? Yes, it did. Ellie paid her due, as she does every month. It is a blessing that sometimes one does not need to worry. But one's hooks getting too crowded. Let's speak business. Finar? Yes, master. And you see him you see this like small, very lanky, very skinny, pointy-eared individual kind of like nod and start flicking his wrists at the different points around this atrium. And you see these lanterns with pale blue light just and around him, right beneath this atrium's balcony, hooks, legs, arms, people, all hanging from the butcher's noose. And this is where we're going to take a break.
Oh
But
dear.
take your own snacks, hopefully not ones from the butcher, and we'll be right back.
Why would you say that?
We'll be right back, fellas. See you in the
Grab your
Half-
tea. And we're back. Oh, by a second. Damn it. All right. As we come back to our story here. Let me just change this up. Right there. Albus, you see what the blue lights reveal. Arms, hands, legs hanging from those hooks. People hanging from them. Seemingly dead. But as you see now in clearer light, this white-haired Goliath, not by age, but nonetheless, the hair could be easily mistaken for an older Goliath gentleman. Yet his face barely has any wrinkles. He's maybe at most in his early 40s, early to mid 40s. And you hear Grunar speak up. Sir Gorvak, we could not find the individuals from the siren.
Don't worry, I calculated as much. Finra, make some space.
Yes. The lanky kid kind of looks almost a little bit bat-ish. The nose is a little bit kind of like upturned, where you see the nostrils a little bit clearer. Those same pointy ears that you noticed kind of seem to have a little bit more exaggerated cartilage. And you see him going over to the table full of fresh meat that was just being cut by this gentleman as he just starts pushing it to the side under this balcony of the atrium, right beneath some of those dangling arms and legs. And you see this white-haired Goliath just...
Alright, like I said, let's talk business.
lift and just do this kind of almost a forced lift with his left hand, and moments later you see the ground just start raising, and a table and 2 chairs appear from the ground. And as you look back to the gentleman, you see a brief glow subside. Tattoos. And in this light, it's a little bit hard to tell, but with your sharp mouse senses, with your eyes, you notice that some parts of his body are differently colored. His left arm and right arm are different in shade and value. His head is of a completely different one as well. You see him kind of pull the chair, sit down, and as Grunar sits, you hear him kind of go, "What business are we going to be talking about, Sir Gorvak? I'm sorry to seem a little bit hurried, but I don't like having
loose threads. That's good, Grunar, that's good. That's why you're one of my favorite lieutenants. But the business I have to talk to you about is of the utmost importance, related to those runaways from the Siren. Some of my eyes at the port managed to identify them. They're the same ones that were waiting at the docks. Everrise come.
Oh,
It
shit.
seems that old hag managed to get some more ants into our business once again. I'm still quite annoyed that we didn't manage to capture the half-orc, but his time will come. Now, in the meantime, Kaiser has sent a letter. At the same time, on the other side of the city, on the other side of town, you guys are going through the plaza trying to find Albus. But instead, you find a very confused man, familiar man, standing in front of the bulletin board, full of bags. And you just see Halfdann kind of, hey, hey, as he waves you down, Daeric. Where the fuck did you go? I was waiting here for the past, 2 hours.
We had a bit of a detour. Went for a dip. It was kind of fun. Not really.
I mean,
Not
you
fun.
went to speak to Helly, right? Why did it take so long?
We had like a swimming lesson in the process. Weird escape plan. We don't have Albus. We were trying to see if we could find him, but we're grateful to find you.
One of the Goliaths showed up at Helly's.
Did he take the old man?
More like
No, the old man
went willingly after.
turned into a mouse, jumped on a pocket, and decided to take a hitchhike.
I don't know why I thought otherwise. Ignore that. Okay, that makes more sense. So we're trying to track the old man, is that it? And the Goliaths by proxy.
We don't have to track the old man. We have a point at the southern docks to meet at.
Yep.
We could just wait for him to come along, because if we try and find him, we might, 1, either get ourselves into trouble, 2, get him into trouble, 3, actually not get anyone into trouble, but also find nothing.
Alright, so at least we gotta know where he is, right? So we still gotta get a move on regardless.
It's a large town, but when you're a famous bunch of crooks and criminals, I don't think there's a whole lot of places where you can be inconspicuous. Even though they do not try to be inconspicuous, otherwise these people would be afraid of them. So they probably have something out in the open that everybody knows where it is.
And what's our lead?
I turn to Daeric.
Look, I saw as much as you did. I'm no magician.
I mean, you were the one offering us to talk with, the less than stellar people before we decided to go for Heli, but I thought you might have connections somewhere that might.
Oh my god, that is right. He is right. That actually might actually be onto something.
Look,
Thank you.
I have a connection that in order to be able to find, I need to talk to some very shady people. But if you're willing to talk to the shady people, I can I can talk to my guy,
I mean,
and my guy is really cool.
we're trying to target shady people, so talking to shady people will probably lead us to another set of shady people.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Issue is, who's gonna talk to the shady people?
Aren't you going to talk to the shady people?
I might need emotional support.
I can be your emotional support.
We'll be behind you, don't worry. You can tell them that I bite.
I don't think telling them that you bite is a good idea.
You can. Is it not? Maybe.
I mean, I don't think telling them.
No, never mind.
Yeah, and I don't think it's necessary. I think you're intimidating yourself. You know?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice.
All right, so
You need to remind me of who I had to actually talk to because I did not take that note down.
the idea that you gave.
I know who I want to talk to, but I forgot
Yes.
the process to get to the person because you told me it was a 3 daggers, right?
Just honestly any underground, like you should be able to like bob and weave and find your way through that social terrain, if you will.
Yeah, because Edward, is Daeric aware that Edward does have very tightly knit criminal relationships with the archipelago itself?
Not tightly knit, but with the archipelago, as in the Deleth archipelago, or
I'm connecting dots between what we know from White Shadows. So, we knew that Edward's family had a connection to the archipelago and was partaking in, the family itself was partaking in some form of trafficking related to the archipelago. And I'm asking if Daeric is aware of this possible connection or not.
Your relationship wouldn't be as well defined to the point of that being very clear to you. So that, and the information that you just said is the information that you know, as as detailed as you do, and with as much assurance as you have. You don't have any confirmation from Edward himself, as he obviously either dodges, ignores, or otherwise does not.
I mean, I don't think Daeric would try to fish it out. What is Edward's last name? Because I forgot.
Edward. I don't believe, for you specifically, Daeric, I don't believe he would ever say his surname. It's just Edward the guy, just Edward.
Edward the guy.
There's only one Edward.
Edward
it's me.
Scissorhands.
Please tell me there's only one Edward.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the vibe.
There's
Pretty
also
much. Okay,
only
gotcha.
one Robert.
The Edward.
Edward
is.
is. Yeah, Edward is weird enough that there can only be one. So
It's
perhaps...
Edward with an E at the end. Edward D.
Eduardo.
But yes,
Eduardo.
you basically just would have to try to talk your way through to through some shady people into more shady people, and through those shady people, a guy knows another guy, and you possibly know another guy, and it kind of goes from there. So if you have an approach that you want to try out, either solo or preferably with the party, go ahead.
I do think Edward would try. Daeric would want to do it with the party, but I know Daeric is concerned about the way that Lorenthus looks.
I mean,
You're very rich, normal boy. to go into
You
teams.
don't blend in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can't sit with us.
you're too shiny, mate.
You're too shiny.
Give me a moment.
I'll take it from here. It's fine.
Still very
What would I-
shiny, but okay.
Yeah.
Change.
If you want to, I can drag you across the mud.
Oh no, I can
Yeah.
do that myself. Don't worry.
And
Yeah.
like Karthuk just
I don't think that was okay.
No, that
Oh,
was
don't
extremely
worry. It's gonna be fun when he
necessary,
comes
Keahi.
back.
Okay, fine. Yes, no, yes, you're totally right, Tsubaki. I'm so sorry. My
You
mistake.
see a pair of Tidekin, a mother and a child, and you just see him. Mommy, what's that old man doing? So ignore him. Ignore. Just don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look.
No, look,
As you see a full man in armor.
nothing to
Yeah,
see
Take
here.
away the parasites,
Howard?
kid.
He's throwing a fit, son. Don't do that.
All right, kid. Where are we going?
We're about to find out. And Daeric
Oh,
is gonna
great.
walk aimlessly trying to find a place to go.
All right. I am going to ask you then, Daeric, to roll me a. Let's see what we're gonna do with this one. I'm going to ask you to roll me your choice of either presence, knowledge, or instinct, and add your experience to it.
Okay, we're gonna do knowledge for sure. And what experience should I add?
I know a guy.
Do I remove Ope from it or no?
Yes.
Ice, I rolled with Hope. I want you to
It's good.
celebrate it.
Wait,
Now let me do
okay,
the math.
It was a 7 with hope. You okay?
It was more. Because, like, I saw the fear die land on the 2, and I was like, if I roll with fear right now, I am so fucked.
There's only
Fucking
one
meteor
option to
crashes
go
in the
there. To
city.
roll
Yeah,
with
there's
fear.
only one option, and it doesn't look good. 16.
16. Okay, 16 total. With a 16 total, Daeric, I want you to describe me as this lanky, awkward, nerdy, sweet, just type of person. How would
AKA
you...
Twig, you can say it.
Yes, you no, because we have another. Yeah, Twink. How would you navigate your way through this underground, and how would you even start this entire scene? And how would that develop?
So I think that Derek starts wandering off, in this. Okay, where should I go? Maybe I should get to this location. Maybe I can go to that location. Yada, yada, yada. And eventually it's like, okay, no. We gotta look in. Takes a deep breath. Puts his book on his waist so that he's actually not holding the book. Adjusts the scarf. A deep breath again because he needs it.
This is why you
Pauses.
asked for emotional support.
Shut up. You know, like when you have a very tiny dog and the dog, like when it's moving, the legs are so close together and they give like very tiny steps. That's Daeric walking right now.
Okay.
But as it actually sinks in and he actually calms down, he does have quite a good presence to himself. And he does walk with intent and he's focused. There's clearly some form of lingering like anxiety from true social awkwardness and the understanding that he's not incredibly good at social cues. But other than that, he's actually doing a pretty good job at pretending he's okay. And he's gonna walking right around, he will start to actually pick up on the areas where shady business seems to be going. And he is actively trying to find people that do contraband and not exactly like the murder shitty business. He's not looking for the really scary people. He's just looking for the scary people that have contacts.
You kind of like find your way through the, through the shade, through this kind of like shady, let's say, niche, as going through some of these docks with the sailors and the people there are there. It's a gamble. One of them might look shady and just be the complete sweetheart as you kind of like turn to this what seems to be a like very like weathered and kind of like mean looking mousefolk, like a gerbine. And that's very far away from here. They're usually native to the Delith archipelago, and you see kind of like gray fur, scar over the eye, a patch over the other, kind of like a little bit more of a bushy patch of fur, almost kind of like forming a beard underneath the lower jaw, pierced ear. You're gonna like turn to him. He gonna like turns to you and just, what is it, Lassie? What can I help you with? And you kind of like start kind of trying, speaking in code, and I'm like, if you need some help, I know a doctor's pretty good. I've been there myself for the past, and kind of like, okay, maybe not him. Like, excuse yourself. He just waves you back, waves you down, and keeps on working. Kind of start speaking with this little bit of out there lady, shaved side, kind of like almost jaw length hair, kind of like like in this swoop to the side, like a little bit of like a face tattoo going around the eye, this kind of like loose cross cloth, very loose pants with kind of like these slip-ons, slip-on shoes, and what seems to be like a saber at the hilt. And you start speaking with her, and she kind of like, yeah, like kind of like getting into your vibe, and in your senses you spot her actually signaling to some of her crew to kind of like starts pointing to one of the lawkeepers close by, and you instantly kind of like find a way to distract yourself. Tsubaki helps out and just like points at something in the water. You guys manage to weave through the crowd and get lost for a little bit. After 10 minutes or so, you kind of find this just regular dude. A little bit tired looking, bags under his eyes. A pinkish skin, which is more native to the humans in the Empire. And you see some of those like tattoos, like a regular sailor. Kind of shady, kind of not. The perfect regular everyday man. And what better way to, hide suspicions underneath someone that is suspiciously unsuspicious? And you kind of, try your luck. And as you start speaking, kind of just catches the drift and starts replying in the same code that you start using, in the same choice of words. He directs you to another person, an orc lady farther down the fisherman huts, and you see kind of like this It's the fisherman huts are essentially just like a large market, and there's like every single tent is a different fisherman's company, like selling their wares and fresh tuna, fresh lionfish, just like caught. They're like doing biddings. You see cooks from local taverns, kind of like bidding for some batches of fish, and there is a lady is kind of like just bidding for one of those large lionfish, as she's just kind of like I got 25 on a big one, 25, and then kind of like excuse me, and she looks at you and just, what is it you lost, boy? You start talking and she just, I don't want the fish anyway. Turns to you and let's start talking. Just Right. You're here for that batch of ruby powder. I got you. Hold on. Just follow me. Just starts walking, and it's like this weird butterfly effect of the most inconspicuous people. And you start seeing this red thread of connection spreading throughout the harbor, deeper into the city, as eventually you make your way into what is an old rundown temple. Abandoned, actually. But you wouldn't say abandoned, especially because there's a lot of people here. They kind of look like hobos, if you will. And not people without a house, but like what people would describe a hobo as, tattered clothing, not a lot of hygiene, kind of like looking at you crazy and just mumbling under their nose. And you see a priest kind of like taking care of some of them. And you see one of those hobos, like a dwarf, kind of steps up and just, you want a bench? I can sell you a bench. I'm pretty good at selling benches. Got a pretty good bench here. You want a bench? And you just see like he's kind of like trying to drag one of the bolted down benches in the temple, and just like the most ridiculous conversations start happening around you. Oranges. I love oranges. Oh, oranges like that cloth of yours. And you see this kind of like a crooked man, an half-elf, a little bit older in terms of age, just examining your the half coat skirt that you have, the orange part, and just, I love orange. It smells like daisies. Did you get it from the daisy farm?
I want to know if there is like symbols that I can possibly associate with both the temple and the priest that is in the temple.
Make me. Ooh. Let's see. Make me a knowledge check.
Could I use my experience from the library?
Absolutely, yeah. And let me just see if I can pull up for accuracy's sake.
I rolled really good, but it was with fear.
And she's back.
There it
I
is.
rolled really, really good. It's a 20. Wait, it's a 27.
And she's back.
It's fear.
27, okay. Okay. Give me just 1 second since this is still loading. Lord have mercy.
Because I had a +7 from the experience with the knowledge. And I rolled a 12 and an 8. Ugh.
Okay. So, tell me, sorry again, tell me the total?
27 with fear.
27 with fear, okay. Just make sure. Ok, Word formatou-me isto. 1 second.
God.
Just open it not with Word, because I don't want that anymore. Secundo. Open with LibreOffice. Thank you so much. There we go. Okay, it's loading. All right, so religion. Okay, so you notice what is a symbol of a toothed cog with 4 spokes. And you kind of like, you see that on the priest specifically, not on the temple. The temple is a little bit too run down for you to actually like spot anything specific. There are some statues, but you can't pinpoint their specific relation, but you can pinpoint their age, which is helpful as a historian and archivist, but not in this specific instance. You would have to spend a little bit more time to actually find any relation and see if that has anything to do with what the priest does. But the priest is a follower of Gond.
How do you write that,
Or
please?
sorry, not Gond. This is the old one. Why am I getting bamboozled by my own documents? Because Gond, that was from the Forgotten Realms, and that is not what I have. All right, let's say Gond for now, and I'll give you the proper one later on. Because it's not opening
Yeah,
because of all the
okay.
pages
I
that I
have
have
it
open.
here. Got it.
Yeah, if
Got
you find
it.
the toothed
Yeah,
cog,
I have the old one as well, but
The
that's
old one,
enough
yeah.
for me to understand who it is.
there you go. It's a little bit different in terms of detail, but the vibe is all the same.
Yeah. Okay, so the gear craft and smith look. That's what we're going
Yes.
with. Okay.
And you see the priest kind of like taking care of some of the people here, and the old half elf kind of just like smelling your cloak, and some of them start approaching the rest of the party. You see a halfling kind of like, you need a metal worker there, buddy. I can take care of your armor there for a price. Who does your hair? Never mind that. I can take care of your plate for you. I can make it shinier, prettier. In my time, I was the best smith in all of the empire. And you hear the priest kind of go, No, children, please. Do not disturb the visitors. How may I help you, children?
So, there's someone I want to talk to?
Is it a person of
We've
the
been
cloth?
jumping. No.
Are you looking for one of the unfortunate souls here? A friend? Long lost family?
No.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's my Uncle Trish removed. And you see, like, from behind a pillar, there's this human lady in her, like, late 40s. Kind of has that smoker aunt vibe, but like again, tattered clothes, mole on the neck, and just. I'm pretty sure I know him. Don't you see I'm as dainty as he is? Although I'm prettier. And then you just see the priest kind of go, Marva, please. Oh, hush your breeches and just. Starts itching, starts scratching herself. But you were saying, I'm so sorry. You're looking for someone.
Look, I spoke to quite a few amount of people and everything just led here. I don't know why, but we have been sort of sent to you now.
Oh. Well, the smith has ingenious ways of crafting the paths of destiny to some. But, and you see kind of like he stops talking as he looks through all of you, like down all the way to the entrance where he came in from, and he spots the orcish lady, and he just nods. She nods back, and just walks away, and you just see him kind of adjust his cloak, take it off, and it kind of falls off with a heavy thud. Just dust picks up. And you see this fully tattooed individual, just tank top, leather armor, and daggers to the sides. As he just adjusts his hair, pulls it back. What's your vice?
Give me a second.
Quick, the odds for a minute.
Daeric is he's just gonna look at Tsubaki.
What are you thinking?
No, I didn't expect sudden makeover.
And you hear the half elf, the crooked half elf near you, just. Makeover is not the only thing that we can do. You need someone to get hit. Someone to get gone.
No. Not yet. I want to talk to someone that is not here, but that could get here really goddamn fast.
And you see, you hear the dwarf near you just kind of like changes the meter, almost like start like standing up a little bit straight and just I can work up a pretty good carriage for you, pretty fast. I know some people with horses.
It's
Have you
more
heard
of
of a basilisk?
a one-man show.
And you hear the priest in the back just kind of go. Stands up, walks, and that was then kind of like he stops uncomfortably close to you, just like looking down. And the priest is actually like, whoa, okay, you're tall.
Hold on.
Chill.
Tsubaki, don't bite your lip. You're married.
I can still appreciate
Engaged.
the view. I can appreciate the view. It is free for.
But you just seem kind of like stop uncomfortably close to you and just like, oh, okay, he's pretty tall. Now that he's not like hunched over taking care of someone while kneeling down. You seem pretty close now. Kind of like pinkish skin as well. Again, so he must be a native. And you just see him kind of like... You have a name?
Edward?
Give me a sec. And you see his eyes go back into his head as they turn white. And you see from around you, the dust kind of starts picking up. A sourceless wind starts filling up this abandoned temple. And you see the dust starts taking shape, especially around his shoulders. Like two invisible hands have now been revealed by this dust. Covering more and more of this body, you see this crooked creature with no lower half, hovering above him like a spirit. The dust starts breaking down into this glimmer and shimmer, and as it just turns into almost like a dream, a nebulous dream, as this creature with this beast-like head, horns, and ears with spikes all over just starts speaking. I have been summoned. So, Loic, why did you awaken me? And you see the priest kind of start talking as he just... I need you to contact Edward. I see. I shall go back to my slumber. Is it? No. We have an agreement. I cannot stand him. Well, neither can I, but we got a fucking job to do. Fine. But you let me feast on your dreams next time. If I have any, they're yours. Deal. This pinkish lilac spirit starts shimmering more and more. And you see his body start expanding, almost like this, literally a nebula, a cloud of gases and stars. And you see those stars almost start taking shapes of constellations, none of which you recognize. But then you do. It's the point of view of a spirit. Every star starts, every constellation is almost like this 3D rendering without textures of a space, of almost like a real-time view of someone else's POV. And you see this spirit's POV move over to this smaller gentleman. Seems to be a dwarf. As he just places its arms, you hear a different voice, a different demeanor. My darling, we have been contacted from the south. Is the traveler still here? You hear the dwarf speak.
Unfortunately, he must be somewhere close. I think he just went to take a nap.
Nap.
No dreams for you.
Oh, don't be so mean.
Regardless, why did you ask?
Oh. Diziran is asking.
Is it Loix? Loix Diziran.
Who else is...
Fine.
And you see all of the stars kind of like pulling back, almost like you're being drawn out from this vision as the nebula just forms back into the shape of the spirit as he closes his chest as you realize he actually was unfolded into the vision as he takes his dusty pink lilac shape back. Looks over you, kind of like starts examining each and every one of you.
You can see me, can't you?
Takes a look over.
Yes or no.
Takes a look over at Tsubaki.
You have one as well, don't you? But you're not Illan. How do you have a pair?
You hear a sourceless voice come up from a whisper underneath you.
I am not a spirit. I am a god.
As this reverb of Loki's voice happens, you see the spirit kind of like starts vibrating as he and fades away, and you just see Loic. What the fuck was that? Instinctively draws in his daggers.
I think it was a seagull passing by.
Don't
Good
fucking
idea.
don't fuck with me or my pair.
Oh, is anyone fucking with anyone? I'm not.
I mean, aren't you fucking with the...
I'm
Human
fucking. Well, yeah. I'm no one fucking with you, my guy.
Guilty as charged.
All right, you're fucking leave now. Before I fucking put a dagger through the skull of each and every one of you.
Whoa.
Now.
Hold up. Okay. Hold up. No. We're not about to start this bullshit.
Something's funny, big guy.
He's a poor guy. He fell on his head when he was little, kind of. Forgive him.
You'd be surprised though that statement is actually true.
I don't think I would be surprised.
Lorenthus somewhere deep down is like, hey!
Oh no, I was talking about myself.
He kind of like pushes Daeric to the side and kind of like steps up to Lorenthus, kind of like eye to eye, and just like, you don't fuck with an Illan's pair. If you know what's
I
good
don't
for
even
you.
fucking know what an Illan is.
Dude.
Makes sense.
Look, can you just help the tiny man?
My job here is done, and I'm not planning to stay here until I... You hear this kind of like sourceless jingle of
like different bells and almost strings of some sort. And you kind of see Loic kind of just, and he's here. You fucked up the rest of my week, the rest of my month, hell, the rest of my year. I was so good until now. My streak of not seeing this little fucking... Hey, Loic! Shit. As you see stepping out from the one of the farther away pillars behind one of the ruined statues, you see a hooded man, kind of lanky, more of on the acrobatic build, and you just see him kind of like, oh, it's been a while since I've been here.
Thank you, Isnik.
Just takes off the hood, and you see this kind of like reddish, dirty, blondish hair, mullet, a little bit of a chip on the forehead near the eyebrows, freckles, bluish greenish eyes, and he just... Hold on a second. I see some beautiful people that I know. Actually, I just see 2 people that I know. 3. 2? 3. Big guy, I forgot your name. Halfdann. Whatever you say.
I fucking love
And
this guy.
You just see Loic kind of... I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna look back at him. And I'm just gonna go. So get the fuck out of my way. And just elbows Lorenthus to the side, pushes Keahi to the side, and just starts leaving the temple like, hey, Loic! It's fine, he'll come around it. So, why'd you call me? Wait, who called me? Was it you, Tsubaki? Did you miss me?
No, do not.
Please, he gets closer. How can you resist my charm? Of course you missed me. No? Well, worth the try. Am I right? Kind of like gives a little bit of a bump to Halfdann's chest as he... Ooh.
So, little man, daylight's burning. We need
Right. Business. So sorry. It's, a little woozy with the time zones and everything. So, well, what you need?
So, we got a bit of a situation.
Yeah? Everyone has one.
The situation is called, we cannot contact Try, and that is a very bad sign.
Oh.
Yeah, and
You
so...
didn't hear?
What? No, okay, look. Hold up. If you're about to bomb drop us right now, give us a little bit of a moment to prep mentally. Give us hints of how bad that is.
Not too bad. A little bit annoying. It's just... You're missing one. I swear you're supposed to be 6.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the second part of the
missing
problem.
Part of the problem, yeah.
Oh, all right. So I'm already putting the carriage in front of the basilisk, as they would say. All right. So
Who are you in the line of the bread?
Oh my god.
God damn it.
all right. Ah, man, no, it was the old man. I actually wanted to meet him. Is he cool? He kind of seemed a little bit on down.
I mean,
yeah,
if the
super
plans
cool.
line up the way that we intended, you need to meet the old man. You're gonna love him.
Right.
Pretty
He's in a
right.
Goliath's
I-
pockets right now.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Goliaths, why is there a golem here? Daeric, did you pick up magic?
No?
The fuck do you mean?
What the fuck is this?
What the
Bang, 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 and just like starts hitting the
the armor plate on on Lorenthus's muddy self, and just like, oh god, ooh, you scared me. You're a person? Whoa.
Yeah, they said I look very noble in attire, so I just tried to blend in.
He's too shiny. Makes my eyes hurt.
Right.
Also, wait,
Let
Lorenthus,
me
come
just-
back. I can't
for my
deal
own
with
sake.
this. Hi.
So
He
The
does
fuck just
that.
happened?
Don't
No, I
ask
care,
questions.
then
Just move
ask.
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Business is business. I know I'm, you know, a fun guy to deal with, but come on, guys. What's the deal? You can't call. Oh, right. Silly me. Right. The bomb. It's not really a bomb. It's just like annoying.
Beg your finest pardon?
Shush. Daddy's talking. Now, here's the thing. In the Empire, there are some groups of people that aren't, ironically, I know, aren't really happy with the government. And there's more than one group, believe it or not. I think, what was it? One of them was called Spellbreakers?
Never
Yeah,
seen
they're not really fans of the entire, magic-y autocracy thing they have here with the council, and usually people that can do magic and whatnot are a little bit more favored here, and if you can't do magic, you're kind of like a pleb or whatever. But yeah, I digress. Whatever. Not my opinion, by the way. Just regardless, whatever. Here's the thing. So some of the Spellbreakers' activities have been getting a little bit more active nowadays. So, as of late, and there was this entire thing in Arthastral, since they're working with the Fire Revolution, it's a whole debacle. Yeah, and unfortunately, in one of the in the safe house where Dry is, they kind of tracked a little bit of the activity from some of your kind of like cousin companions, if you will. What are they called? Iron donkeys? No, was it bronze donkeys? Iron bulls. How did you know? Wait, no.
Oh boy.
Yeah, regardless. So I'm pretty sure they were tracked, and some of the Spellbreakers were looking for someone else that's part of them, and they kind of managed to. This is this little guy, kind of was he kobold? No, I'm pretty sure. No, he was a dragonborn. Was he a lizard? And never mind. Regardless, they got tracked, Spellbreakers, anti-magic, that's kind of like entire thing, Spellbreakers, breaking spells, haha, so yeah. All that to say, Dry had to dip, and there has been a lot of,
I see.
of that. Yeah, so, everything's fine. He's gonna take a little bit to set up until Dry actually has, service, when the Spellbreakers stop fucking around with their fucking null bombs. It's so annoying. I actually wanted to visit one of my hat guys. Like they do the best hats, and what was it, in Delphin Report, and you just here Halfdann gonna to the point.
Yes, Master Edward.
Rude.
You can
But
tell me
I
later.
get
It's
it.
fine.
Oh, I have a top hat for you, buddy. All right, so second part. What was it that you needed?
Guy, Goliath, old man, in the pocket.
Yeah.
Actually,
Right,
it's a
right,
group
right,
of
right, right.
Goliaths, in fact.
Yeah. Smaller than before.
Wait, why the fuck are you?
I don't like the.
So you're
Who fucked up? Was it like a collective thing, or did like someone else go out of their way?
I'm gonna just
Depend-
slowly turn and stare at Lorenthus.
Why are you staring at me for? What did I do?
All right, it was the pretty boy. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, well, here's the thing. There is this group of Goliaths called the Third Cut. They're kind of like the big honchos around here. They kind of deal a lot of. They have a pretty extensive network, and this is kind of like home base for them. So yeah, their boss. What was it? Gordon Stone Dyke, well, some Gordon Stone Dyke, something. And Tsubaki, you kind of remember from the letter Gorvak Stonewake. Something along those lines. He is not someone you want to fuck around with ever. Well, maybe if you're like demigods, but you're not. So
It's a bit too late for that. No, it's not.
In fact, we don't want to fuck with anybody. We just want to get our friend back so we can board on a ship and get out of here.
I mean,
well, that's what I'm
we
saying.
have
Look, I know it's a little bit too late, but there's it's gonna cost you.
Look.
I'm just saying.
We can discuss after this whole ordeal that we're going to go through with Albus right now, because we absolutely need to remove that man from that shitty situation. We could discuss the possibility of you contacting someone else, because if we cannot reach out to Dry, we have no idea where to go next.
Wait, no, I just clocked it. I just connected the dots.
The old
man is fucked.
He's
Yeah!
no.
Hold on. No, he's not as fucked as you think you're fucked. He's fucked as in, like, royally fucked. As in, like, oh, God. Wait, what? He was in the pocket of a Goliath, you said?
Yeah.
He turned into a
Yeah.
mouse to try to see where they were going. And he does that sometimes.
You're
It's a
lucky it
problem.
was a mouse. to be
Edward?
honest.
Edward, look. Walk and talk. Move towards where you think he is. You can explain on the way. Let's multitask.
Hold on. First of all, not your hoe. I'm a premium one, so you gotta pay. Here's the thing. It's gonna cost you. All right? I'm not moving all this merchandise for, bag of potatoes. Also, why
But
do
you
you have a
wanted to
bag of
meet the old
potatoes?
man.
And you see half them kind of holding a bag of potatoes, just supper. All right? Makes sense? So,
Will you give us a discount given that you wanted to meet the old man?
Honestly, crazy for crazy.
Can you give an extra discount if Tsubaki says she was the one that asked you to come?
Nuh-uh. Do not put me in the middle of that.
all right. Well, let's say this. I see you got two rich boys here. If I might so require a very specific favor in a very specific circle of people, in a very specific echelon of a very specific country. Country? Well, I mean, you're not from here. As you can
Yeah, well,
waves
far away,
at
but
Lorenthus just there. All right, well, you'll help a guy out. No questions asked.
I extend my hand, shake on it.
Amazing.
I don't think we are in
No
a situation to
hesitation.
be picky.
I like that. And he extends his hand, and as he clasps his hand with yours, Keahi, as you're closer, you briefly see a dim blue glow of light emanate from the clasp. As you see from within the fingers, there is this little that Lorenthus does not notice. But you, with your magical knowledge and just overall sense, you perceive that. And as they separate their hands, you see an invisible, for Lorenthus at least, blue line of energy that connects them both. And it fades into invisibility.
The second character.
As he turns- As he turns to you,
Like I said, we are in no place to be picky. Except as well.
oh, I like these noblemen so noble. You won't regret this. Extends
I already did.
unclasps his hand, and as you look down, you see that same blue thread just fade. All right. Well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 with me, silly. All right. Well, I can get you close. I want you to get. I'm not gonna get you in, but I'm gonna get you close. Actually, you know what? I might get you in a. And you just see him kind of like wave his hands in this kind of like circle motion as an instant dust curtain covers all of you, all like around you, and you just see him. Okay, a little bit rusty with this amount of people, so let me just.
Oh god.
Takes off that same necklace that you've seen him use when he transported you, Daeric, to see your sister. And you just see him kind of like, all right, kisses it, let's go. Hold on. It's about to get turbulent. And as he switches, as he like lifts his hands and twirls the wrists, you feel this sensation of like being on a roller coaster and suddenly dropping, and that pit in your stomach just draws everything in, and it just goes down to your crotch, and you kind of feel that uncomfortable sensation of like giddiness almost, and some of you get a little bit of that nausea hit, and then as that whirl stops and the dust settles, your head spins until you kind of like calibrate. Oh, it smells like wretched fish and rotten meat. And you just see Edward kind of, all right. It seems. He turns around and you just see a chair, small table, cards, chips, a ripped open bag of gold, and golden pieces just spread over the table, and a passed out Goliath just sleeping with a bottle of ale in his hand as Edward just accidentally got you inside. Good luck. And as he starts waving, you just see his body starts fading away like the meme as his necklace glows blue as he just. Sorry, I want to get my top hat. And he's gone. And in this moment, you hear a. Shit.
That's a very agile mouse, Grunar. Where did you cut it?
I didn't. Why is it so quick? As in this instance, you guys hear right under you. As you see this balcony, kind of like a open ceiling in this otherwise warehouse that you're in. And as you look over, you see two Goliaths in the center. One of them kind of leaning on on a table, weird looking table as well, and the other one that you kind of recognize from the voice being the Grunar, the guy that went to visit Heli, and you see him chasing a small little rodent as Albus. You, moments before this, were listening to the conversation. But as that feeling of dread fills you more and more, now not from Grunar, but from Gorvak himself, the butcher of the third cut, you try to get a glance of him ever so often through the conversation. And in one of those glances, you notice that his ears are stitched. It was a little bit hard to notice at first because of the streak of white hair that he has, like the white shock hair, or shock white hair that he has. And not only are they stitched, they have markings that would have extended to the rest of the face, but they stop abruptly at the stitches. Like the skin, there's no continuation. Like it doesn't belong. And you see them, those markings glow for a second as he just perks up his head.
Venar, I thought we got rid of the rodents here. You know what they do to the meat.
Yes, master. I'm sorry, master. I did deal with all of the rodents. I'm so sorry. I will deal with it. I will deal with it.
As Finar starts going and disappearing into the shadow.
All right, well, I can hear you, but it's hard to spot. I'm so sorry, Grunar, but I cannot sit idly by when there's a pest in my house.
Stands up and goes on over to one of the hanging bodies. And he just looks at this woman, pinkish skin, hanging from her wrists, hook trespassing it. She does not have a lower body, as her upper entire half is stitched shut. Like she was born that way, or a very bad amputation was done. Wake. As he touches her cheek, you see her. And she starts doing these noises, like choking in her own air and saliva, and she just, no, please, no. Puts his hand over her mouth and just silence.
Oh, you're so fucked.
I need your vision.
And as he just starts taking something out, Albus, you hear him kind of go,
It's a shame. I actually like these.
I love where he can scammer through your throats like that.
as you see the new eye glow, and he just,
All right. Where are you, little one? You should... Grunar. It seems you've brought a guest.
No, I swear I do not deal in pests, in rodents, in... What the hells?
As Albus, you notice Grunar look down at the pocket. Do you want to do anything in the meantime? As he sees you, notices you, and just slow motion goes for a swat on the pocket. What do you do?
I move inside his clothes.
Get off me! Get off!
And he gets up, starts. The chair rattles and rattles back as he just starts patting himself and just goes against the chair. The chair tumbles down with a loud clatter. He's just,
Get off me! Get off me!
and you hear the little cling, 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 and the of all of the different trinkets on his body that you noticed kind of just shaking as he just and as he shakes you off, you kind of go flying distantly into some of the crates as you kind of feel this.
So he just shook me off from his clothes?
Yeah, just like
Oh, damn.
like took off the shirt and just yeets it as just kind of like starts looking around for you. But as you go flying, you just hear Gorvak kind of
Almost a home run. It is not on you.
Right there.
Go.
I want to
As
do
you see
something.
Grunar.
go ahead.
Thing is kind of... Yeah, I didn't
And-
even roll for anything, so this doesn't work. So no, never mind.
But tell me, what was it that you?
No, it's a spell,
what
but it
was
requires for me to roll for something, and I didn't even get to roll. So
Depends on what you might want to do. You can get the roll and use the spell.
no, it's okay. Just go on.
So, as you're there, it is in this instance that you guys notice your fellow mouse. And Albus, I want you to make me a... That's going to be instinct roll. As you, pun not intended, instinctively look around trying to understand your surroundings as you are in a precarious situation.
I have advantage because as a mouse I have locate.
Yes.
Okay. That's I have advantage as well. So that is a 20 plus 6 with hope, 29 with hope.
With a 29 with hope, not only do you find the perfect route for you to escape in mouse form, you also hear this whispering up top. But Gorvak doesn't seem to have noticed yet. He is looking in your general direction, almost not general, almost specifically in like eye to eye. It seems he's both disgusted, annoyed, but also somehow amused in this situation with Grunar, as he just, shirt in hand, just...
But does it seem that he can see through objects?
Are you hiding behind one?
I am running behind boxes and so on.
In that case, as you...
I still feel tracked?
You feel like he knows you're in that general direction, but you don't feel like that sensation at the back of your neck where the fur was always up kind of like dies down a little bit, but your senses know that he knows you're there, but not specifically where.
Okay, because my movement is silent.
Yes.
Like it makes no noise. So, you know,
Like he knows you're in that general area because that's the last time he saw you before you dipped. And with that 29 instinct, with hope, you notice that whispering, and as you're trying to find the most direct way out, or whatever it is that you're planning on doing next, you spot someone in the balcony above this atrium. I want Albus to tell me, who do you think would you spot first from the party?
From the party. I mean, Lorenthus always goes first, so Lorenthus probably.
So you spot this, surprise, barely spot him actually, as you see this mud-covered Lorenthus, which is kind of like, oh, that's a rare skin, and there's this moment where you're kind of like, what the Lorenthus? And you start seeing the rest of your party come together. Keahi, Tsubaki, Daeric, Halfdann. And what do you want to do as your last action for today?
First of all, I want to know how many people did I count, in this warehouse.
So like peeking through the pocket as you were going inside, etc. It is so this seems to be a pretty big warehouse and seems to be their base of operations. So far you estimate at least actively here around 30 in total, maybe closer to like 50 something. Some of them either doing front work. So basically, the fake fishery that they have up front, or just overall resting.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is it that you plan on doing?
Good question.
Get on Lorenthus' pockets.
I can't get up there. I can't get up there. There's a beast for me to something else. And if a beast for me to something else, then he's gonna see me flying up there. So
get behind the box, turn into a spider.
I'll just hold my action. I won't do anything.
All right. With that, Keahi, you don't really spot your master after he goes behind the crates and disappears. You don't see him anymore, but he's alive. Seems to be well. And there is this moment where, almost like as a party, all of you notice instinctively, but direct your eyes towards the activity happening as you look for Albus and notice him. And then that processing in the back of your mind finally happens as you realize that you are in this balcony. You are on this balcony, underneath which are hooks full of people, meat. And you kind of tunnel vision for a second this is what we were just in a temple moments ago. Swimming, that's not natural. It's not. Why are we? And you see an arm by itself, the end stitched up, a leg. Your head kind of starts going a little bit dizzy. You spot a body. Half of it. A woman. She's alive. She's missing an eye, but there's no blood. You try to look away, try to look at your master. He's not there, he's still at the boxes. Is that even your master? Is he just a rat? What? You kind of look at the Goliaths and, like, you go and look at the other parts of the space. Make me an instinct check.
Supposedly good at those. I don't think there are any experience. Would the insightful experience help?
Yes.
Then I'm going to expend a hope for that. What else, please? I need space to roll. This was sad.
Hold on. You would have advantage because you're you're at a higher vantage point because you're looking down at something.
It says too much math. 23 with hope.
23 with hope. Okay. You don't spot it instantly. But there is something that you didn't like that your parents did. Your family did, not your parents. Your family. A lifelong tradition. Members of the House of Fire, of Light, of the Sun. Those that worked with it, those that worked under it. They would get a branding. Like cattle would, but they're not cattle, they're people. It's just a marking. People do tattoos. At least that's what your family tried to instill in you, but you never liked it. The smell of singed skin and meat always irked you. You notice at the far right end, bodies that haven't been processed yet, but still hanging. You see a man, an elf. Your heart drops for a second as you try to catch your breath, but it's running away from you. Why is your family's head butler hanging from this hook? As you see the marking of the Arush family branded onto his left pectoral, years before you were born, as he's passed out, hanging. And this is where we're gonna hang around until next session.
You did not just do
I just did.
Ooh.
I need to let that out.
Ooh.
that.
We are so
Thank
fucked.
you all so much
Ay,
for
ay,
watching
ay.
today's session. Hope you guys had fun. If you wish to watch our sessions, however, you can find them on YouTube or you can listen to them on Spotify. And don't forget to join us on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky to keep up with some of our best moments. And for all our beautiful, fantastic subscribers. Also, Esnik, shout out to you again. Thank you. If you wish to watch today's VOD, you can do it right now here on Twitch. If you missed something, if you missed a session, or if you want to re-watch a favorite moment or highlight, they're right there for you early. Before we say goodbye, I will ask our guests to leave out where we can find them and their work. And anything you want to promote, you can do it right now. You know, whatever. So I'd say Jay. Wait, hold on. No, who would be Amy?
You would be the first one.
You would be the first
Well,
one.
You would, in fact,
yeah,
be the first one.
yeah, that technically I count as well. I count as people.
You count.
Yeah, that is true.
You count.
I count
I
as
am people.
I am people. But yeah, you can find me here at the guild, but you can also find me at callme.6 or callme6 at Instagram and pretty much any other like social thing app like what was it? Kara, the artist one, and also on Artfight. I'm gonna be on Artfight this year. I'm gonna try my best. Please treat me nice. Go Team Mystery. Woo! Who'd be next? I'm A, B, C, D, E,
Suggestion:
F.
the stream frames are in alphabetical order.
They are. I never have the Twitch open because
Well,
my
they-
computer's gonna crash, so I can't see.
I think they are for the character. No, they are for the player.
No,
No, it's
they're for the players.
Because I cannot see the stream, otherwise my computer would
Well,
crash.
next will be me. Except I really don't have anything at all at the moment. I'm trying to get my maps on Instagram so I can start making maps and stuff. But that's pretty much it. So I still don't have anything to show to class. So
What is your Instagram? What's your at?
I'm reworking that Instagram. I don't have like a proper thing to post it yet. Need me time to work it out. I'll announce it on another stream. It's fine.
Well, you know, just trying to get traction.
You can go ahead. Also, I'll post it on the server. If people like are on the server, they'll probably fucking watch it.
Right. Well, y'all can find me here at the guild as the video master, but also on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram with the handle CR Global Productions. I do videography, cosplay, photo shoots, cosplay related stuff mostly. So yeah, that's it. If you want to find out more, it's there. I guess
Jay?
it's Jay now.
Yeah.
I got nothing going on. It's just a personal Instagram, so never mind. Next.
You don't want to. You know,
Nope.
I got nothing going on. It's just a
I
personal
don't
Instagram,
care.
so
I
go
just
on.
don't care. You know, go
I got
stream.
nothing going on. Move on.
Who's next?
Shit.
Juan.
Alex,
Damn.
is this music okay or is it copyrighted?
I put it there because it's okay. It's one that,
Okay.
that I've used in Misfits.
I was afraid for a moment. Anyways,
No, I
continue.
specifically used it because it's fine.
So you can find me with the handle Drakusba literally any single place of the earth. If it has an account with that name, it means it's me. Unless you're on Twitter. For some reason on Twitter I have an underscore. We live and we learn. I'll be in Artfight as well. Team Tragedy, we go. Fisty is joining. I will be doing plenty friendly fire, so I don't know, stick around and find out. And if you want to like keep up with my stuff, or if you really want to support my stuff, you can find me on Etsy and support my shop. You can join me on Twitch and subscribe. You can subscribe as well through Coffee. And I do a bunch of like bard art because a girl draws for drawing. And if you want to be able to like communicate with me better, you can either just join the guild's Discord server, or you can join my art server that is called Arcadia, that I share with Alinku and with Iceland, basically. So, and we have good stuff, and we have cool stuff growing. So, come along.
Next up.
I am also on Art Fight on Team Comedy. Hey! With handle Tsubaki with numbers. So like T5U, B4K, K1. Yeah, I'm saying that right. It's Tsubaki with numbers and letters.
Ks?
It's Tsubaki with numbers and letters. If you're a Homestuck fan, you'll understand. Except on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm 2art, still with letters and numbers. That's it. Anywhere else, it's Tsubaki.
Alrighty. Well, check us out. You know, if any of you fancy paying us a visit, you already know where to find us. And don't forget to send a message in chat so Twitch knows that you are here and stay for a bit, because we are going to share the love and rate someone. So, yeah. See you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
See you Sunday.
Bye bye. Yeah.
Bye.
Check out our Bright